Alright, so I made this video in 2022 and it did pretty well. So here I am a year later in 2023 making it again. Itch.io is a platform where indie devs can sell their games and their assets. While I don't sell any of my games, I do sell some of my assets. And in 2023 I made a total of $207.36. This is an increase of 126% from last year. Now wait, don't click off the video just yet, because the breakdown of how I made that money, where that money came from, and how much of that money I actually get to keep is far more interesting. For example, as I just mentioned, the revenue for this year is more than double the revenue of last year. While I would like to take credit for this and tell you that I did a bunch of marketing and released a bunch of new assets this year, it wouldn't be true because I've done neither. So why did I make almost double the amount of money this year compared to last year? Well, while I can't be 100% sure, I think it's down to two main reasons. Reason number one is the age of my asset packs. Many of the asset packs that were included in last year's data were released in the same year. Therefore, they didn't have the entire year to accumulate sales. This year, those packs were available for sale for the entire 12 months, which was likely one of the reasons why they had higher sales. If we compare the data from 2022 and 2023, this theory sort of holds up. However, this theory can't explain why this specific pack, which I'll talk about in just a second, did better in 2023 compared to 2022, as it's had the same amount of time in both years to accumulate sales. I didn't do any extra marketing on this pack or add any extra content. It's exactly the same in 2023 as it was in 2022. This is something that's obviously out of my control and it's nothing more than just luck, but I'll still definitely take it. Let's move on and talk about the breakdown of revenue and sales. The specific pack that I was literally just talking about was my 2D Portal asset pack. This pack alone made $126 in sales, which is around 60% of the revenue for this year. In last year's video, I talked about why I think this is the case, but to avoid repeating myself too much, the main reason I think this pack does much better than any of my other ones is because it's quite niche. If you search for the Portal tag on it, there's not many results and my pack appears very close to the top. My second biggest revenue source came from my Mini Labs asset pack collection. This collection is made up of 5 smaller packs that are compatible with each other. The collection made $45.81 this year, which is almost 3 times more than it made last year. This is probably because of the 2 reasons that I talked about earlier. The rest of the revenue for this year was made from a mixture of other random packs. None of them are really significant enough to be worth talking about, but I'll pop some data up on screen if you want to pause and take a look at it. Before we continue, I'd like to take a quick minute to thank the sponsor of today's video, Zenva. If you've ever wanted to learn about game development using Godot 4, then you should consider checking out Zenva Academy. They offer easy to follow courses that are ideal for both beginners and intermediate level developers who are looking for structured learning pathways. What's awesome about Zenva is how they make learning fun and practical. You get professional video tutorials, written lessons and interactive quizzes. Plus on top of all of this, you'll get to work on real projects building games in different genres like open worlds, RPGs and first-person shooters. If Godot isn't your thing, then don't worry, because Zenva also have courses on Python, Unity, Unreal and other tools. With one subscription, including a 7-day free trial, you can unlock over 250 courses and 32 learning pathways. The first 50 subscribers to use my link in the description or pinned comment can get an extra 20% of their first year of their annual Zenva subscription, on top of any existing site discounts. So if you're ready to dive into Godot 4 or explore other game development avenues, Zenva is the place to be. Grab the special offer and start your game development journey today. Thank you Zenva for sponsoring this video. So out of the $207 in revenue, how much of that do I actually get to keep? Well, I can't say exactly because I haven't received it all yet and I'm still waiting to get some of it, but I can roughly estimate here. There are 2 fees that need to be considered. Itch's fee and the payment processing fee. Itch's fee is easy to calculate as it's a flat 10%, which comes out to roughly $21. The payment processing fee is harder to calculate because it's based on a bunch of factors such as the payment method used, where the buyer is from and a bunch of other stuff. So to calculate this fee, I'll use the general rate of 30 cents plus 2.9% of the transaction amount for each sale. This comes out to be around $25. totaling it all up, it comes to around $46, and taking that away from $207 leaves me with $161. That isn't a whole lot of money, but it's still nice to have. While I wish I had put effort into creating more assets this year, it's still kind of cool to make money from the effort that I've put in the past. I hope this was useful to you. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you next year.